Since 2017, KMRL has grown far beyond train operations and now generates thousands of documents daily, from engineering drawings to regulatory circulars, often in English, Malayalam, or mixed formats with tables and photos. These arrive via emails, WhatsApp, Maximo, SharePoint, or manual uploads, creating pain points for the managers skimming through these files. For a few lines, departments work in silos, circulars get buried in inboxes, and knowledge is lost when staff retires. As KMRL expands, the burden multiplies. We need a secure system that extracts, prioritizes, and routes directives quickly, enabling faster, compliant decisions. So this is where our solution comes into place to solve document overloading at Kochi Metro Rail Limited. Now let's get you through the front end part of our project.
We created a smart directive engine, not just storage. The unified upload hub collects input from WhatsApp, email, Maximo, manual uploads, and much more. Even you can upload a link and get the output from that link. The data flows through the five-stage AI pipeline in which the priority classifier routes results to dashboard, and the FAISS search plus PostgreSQL filter ensure fast, precise retrieval of the data. Redis caching and WebSockets ensures that the performance is smooth of our application. All processes are logged for compliance and traceability. So even if there is a mistake, we can trace it out. The blockchain secured and decentralized database guarantees that no one can access data without our authorization. Our design turns scattered documents into real-time prioritized knowledge. Even we have also implemented multi-layer caching system so that we can ensure smooth and fast retrieval of data, and we have also implemented Supabase real time, which ensures that the data is loaded instantly after any changes are made.
We built a single page React.js app using the Tailwind CSS and GSAP animation for the clean and responsive. Role-based access control determines each stakeholder only see what is relevant. So there's a priority-based dashboard. It shows the urgent directive first. User can upload the documents, can view the AI-generated summaries, can view the directive history, and can monitor the analytics. Deep search allows the smart queries with filters. WebSocket and notifications pagination keeps the dashboard light and responsive. So we are also developing the mobile app using the React Native for the secure and on-go assets. Now let's move to the backend and AI NLP part, which is the main point of our project.
In our project, it is mainly focused over on the backend because we have to focus on the data management, like how the data is going to store. So we have divided the backend into three phases, like starting with the ingestion, then in the API endpoints, third one is the AI NLP part. So in this way, the backend will be working. Now starting with the ingestion layer.
Now we start with ingestion. Government agencies handle massive amount of data every day, from emails, SharePoint files, WhatsApp, PDF, scanned documents. The challenge is not to collect the data, but doing it securely, reliably, at the large scale. We begin with the N8N low-code automation tool. It's quickly to deploy and ideal for plots. With N8N, teams can easily pull email attachments, sync SharePoint documents, save WhatsApp, PDFs, without heavy coding. But the problem is the data volume as it grows and it can reach its limit. That when we have to move to Apache Nifi. It is an enterprise grade designed for scalability, security, and full auditability. It can handle real-time streams, batch, file, and heavy workload across the clusters, ensuring no data loss. The journey of gradual, starting with small N8N. In end, N8N supports light automations while Nifi powers the central ingestion of platform. This hybrid approach gives us government the best both of world with quick wins today with N8N and large-scale secure scalability with Nifi. Comes to AI and NLP part.
Like our main focus of the project was based on the security. We have to maintain the security as we are working with a project which is related to the government. Like Kochi Metro Rail Limited has been expanding his services across multiple platforms. Like multiple services are going to be available on the site within months. So, but our main focus was to maintain the security of the system. How we are maintaining the security? If we are going to manage these documents, we will be needing to go through the documents. To go through the documents, what does that mean? We will have to go through the text. We will have to go through all the data which is coming to the site's database, so that it can be readable. It can be much more accessible. So, how we will be going through the files? If we are using the other sources like OpenAI, Gemini, or other platforms, they are third-party platforms. They will make it much more easier for us to just we will have to integrate them and we will have to use them, but it will not be solving our problem of privacy. If we have seen past history records of the Facebook and other platforms, we have seen that has been much more data breaches. Facebook's data has been already breached in past, and other sources are also going to be breached. So we are going to run our own AI NLP part. We have divided the AI NLP part into 5 stages, like how the documents will be managed. And main focus of AI NLP input is 2 things, like entities and the summarize. Entities means we will have to extract what's the date, what's the deadline of the document, what actually the document wants to convey, and to whom it wants to convey. And the summary which we have chosen is to share the summary to the person whoever tries to access the documents. Instead of going through a huge document, he or she will be getting the summary, the gist of the document, which will be helping him or her to go through the document in much more easier way. He or she will be getting the exact thing, like how to go through the document, what are the main points of the documents. And the entity part is also solving one more problem, which is about the documents linking. If a particular person is going to access a particular type of data, a particular type of documents from the database, he or she will be getting the related documents to them whenever they will open a particular document. To make the access easier, we are going to relate the documents, and it will make them much more easier. Like if we have seen that Facebook or other social media platforms where the network is being created, whenever a person is creating the accounts, his related people will be getting connected to that, suggested to that person, and he will be connecting with them, and so on the tree will be working. Here also the same thing is going to happen. Whenever person tries to access a document, the related documents will be suggested to him or her. He will be going through the documents if he wants to use them. Next, coming through the if we want to go through the technicalities of the API NLP, what we have to go through is that we have to fetch the entities and the summaries. For the summary part, we have used the convolution neural network. For the summary part, we have used the BART's pre-trained models for English purpose only. They are mainly focused to work on the English only. Why we have chosen the English part? Because we will be having the document in bilingual language, whether it can be English or it can be Malayalam or it can be a mix of them. So to make it easier for us to go through the files, to go through the text and make the summaries and entries much more easier to be work, and we want the accuracy on our data set, we were using what we are doing is, whenever we get the data from the user, we will be converting the data into an English language, so that whenever we work upon it, so we are having a pre-trained models which is highly accurate based on the English only. It will be making much more easier. Accessibility will be there, accuracy will be there, privacy will be there, because of we are using the local models. So in this way, we have thought that why not we use only English trained models only. 5 stages. If we are talking about the 5 stages, text extraction. Text extraction is mainly if we want to go through the highlights. Text extraction is also working upon the OCR. If we are having the images, how we will be working with the images? Because there will we have to extract the text. And if we see that most of the people will recommend that Google Lens, you use the Google Lens to extract the text. But we have seen that we don't want to use any other sources. We have used the Tesseract OCR library for to extract the text. Like Malayalam or English. It can extract the both type of text, so it can be a mixed form of data. Next, coming to the if we cleaning and normalization part, we will have to normalize the data, because no model, nothing in this world is much more perfect or accurate to 100%. So we will have to go for the cleaning part. We have to remove those null values, the arbitrary values which are not going to be usable, or it will be making the accuracy low. It will be decreasing the accuracy. Next, so we have done through the cleaning and normalization part. It is not that much complex, but we are going to highlight of that stage is that rejects. We have used regex so that we can remove those values which are not much more usable. We have done the lemmatization, stemming of the text, so that we are using the base words only for the summary and other parts. Next, we are coming. Third part is the chunking. Chunking parts. What we are doing chunking here, because the data can be very big, and if we want to work with the data, we will have to divide it into parts, so that it will be much more easier and much more faster to work with. Next one is coming with the entities and summary. And to calculate the entities, to get the entities, we have used the Debian bird. Debian bird, it is also an English-based model, so we will be getting the entities as we are working on the English dataset only, as I previously told. Second one, CNN. Here, actually, the CNN is being used, Facebook CNN, so that we can get the summary of the text. It will be much more accurate, and we have done the fine-tuning of that, so we can get better results. Last one, coming with the event indexing. Here we are converting the file data into hash form. So fast indexing is the main algorithm which we are using here to convert the data into hex format, so that hash format, so that we can do the linking part and also search through files feature, which is much bigger highlight of our prototype, is that search through files. Basic searching, what does that mean? We are searching the file based on the name of the file. So search through files, how it helps? It will be searching through the files data. If we don't remember the name of the document, and it will be much bigger issue also, because there will be so many documents, we can't just remember the document's name. So we will be having the documents search through feature, so that we can just type in the data which we want to see in the database. We will be typing it, and we will be getting the particular documents. It will be ranked. We are not providing any fixed document. We will be providing the list of the documents based on their ranking, how the data is going to be matched with the hash files. That's the end part of this AI NLP pipeline. Next, coming to the database.
Now comes to the backend and database part. In backend, we are using Python. Our fast API backend powers uploads, searches, and notifications. Heavy processes like OCR, NLP, vector, indexing, and run in background works, keeping the client experience smooth and fast. Now comes to the database part. Database, we use PostgreSQL for metadata and Redis for caching the task queries. All sensitive data is stored in a blockchain in secure databases, ensuring tamper-proof department-to-department file transactions should be clear. Passwords are protected using salting and hashing, and all access is authenticated controlled. Now comes to the performance. The system runs inside the Docker container on AWS EC2 machine with auto scaling and load balancing for high power and easy to use. We are adding real limited and endpoints validation to stop misuse and keep the API secure. Now comes to the monitoring real times. Web using, we monitor traffic in the real time. If any user exceeds their limits, Redis activate and restriction automatically, protected the system for overloaded. Now to come to the very secure part, all the connections and the secrets are encrypted with the role-based access control to keep data safe. In short, it's a scalable, secure, and a high-performance system built to handle heavy workload while keeping data protected and operation seamlessly. Thank you.